Hi everybody.
I'm Gabby.
And I'm Paul.
And we are still
PB&G Home Group.
We are. And we are fine and we are back.
So we just wanted to give everybody a quick update and we wanted to start with some thank yous. We got so many well wishes and a few "Are you crazies?" things like that as we decided that we were going to ride out Hurricane Florence here at home. But we really appreciate everybody who sent their good thoughts along to us. It was really nice to get those. In addition, for those of you who had heard about the PayPal account that we had set up to assist our neighbors in need, we really appreciate the great contributions that have come into this point. We are still accepting donations. We're using them to buy tarps, buy some extra water, food, things like that. It's been a couple of weeks since the storm now, and it's probably not in the headlines for most of you nowadays, and it is, the remnants are still here.
Yeah, and by the way, a lot of you chose to donate more than just a latte, so thanks, a latte.
You didn't.
I did.
Okay. Oh well. All right, so on to the updates. All of our buyers and sellers are still set to close. We had a couple that ended up getting pushed by a few weeks just to make sure that re-inspections were done, things like that. But fortunately for us and for our clients, everybody's homes were in pretty good shape. So we were really lucky from that respect. Power and internet is back on in most of the areas of the Crystal Coast now. There are still some areas of outages. But by and large, power's back on again, as evidenced by the fact that there are actually traffic lights all over the place now. So we seem to be in good shape as far as that goes. The rebuilding and restoration, it's moving along really well. The responses from the disaster mitigation companies, restoration companies, was very quick. They were waiting right outside the hurricane zone, so we have most of the roofs that needed to be tarped up and ready to go have been tarped up, and there are guys working inside and ripping out drywall where they need to, and just jumping on it. So they're really progressing here very nicely right now. And finally, believe it or not, there is still a real estate market here. It's going to be slightly different probably for the next few months.
What's the biggest change we've seen in the multiple listing service so far?
The biggest change has actually been there haven't been a whole lot of new listings yet. There have been several multiples of the new listings that have actually become withdrawn listings, which means they were taken off the market temporarily. Generally because an area was either inaccessible, or there may have been damage to the home. So they're taking care of repairs to put it back on again. We are actually seeing homes that are going to be coming on the market from folks who either can't or choose not to make repairs. So for those who might be interested in a project, we expect that we'll be seeing some of those coming on the market fairly quickly. I think the biggest thing that people that everybody's kind of waiting on right now is just getting those insurance estimates back. Adjusters are out in the field right now, and keeping they're checking to see what the claims are going to look like. And I think when people start getting the insurance estimates and the checks back, I think we'll see quite a bit of movement in the market.
And I think in addition to those withdrawn listings, we're also seeing some cancellations right now, indicating that some folks may have decided to help those in the community that have been displaced and to rent out those properties. And in fact, we've been spending a lot of the last 2 weeks helping families of past clients, friends, and people in the community that have just reached out to us to match them up with some folks who may be able to do that short term while others are waiting for the repairs of their home. So it's been really great to watch the community come together like that, frankly.
And we've both been out as well, helping out our neighbors I will tell you, I will never audition for a job as a roofer full time.
He's really good though. I could be a landscaper.
I don't
for a
do
day.
roofs. I did a roof for my neighbor across the street. I was the grunt work laborer. I did exactly what I was told to do so that we could put on some fresh tar paper. But that's about as far as I'm going to go. And it was a really shallow pitch. So
But
yeah.
it's been a great case of neighbors helping neighbors and the community really coming together. It's been amazing to hear about all the many stories that will never be told publicly long after the camera crews are gone. And yet we feel really blessed to live here in this community. So that is our latest update. By next week, we sure are excited to come back to our little fishbowl chats. We have so many fun questions that we continue to collect from our past clients like you or friends or raving fans. And we'll just get back to normal and as much as we can, right? That's what we do.
So listen, if you have any questions about buying or selling a home right now, or just wondering about what the overall conditions are in the area, just give us a shout. We are back at work. We have been this week, and we're ready to help you guys in any way we possibly can. So give us a ring, give us a Facebook message, whatever, and we'll get back to you and help you out however we can.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your day. See you
See you
next
guys.
week.
Have a great weekend.